but he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for his first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. Zoom, 32. They're going to need some therapy after this. Yellow, zoom. 40. Ready, go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Down inside the 40. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. George. Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
They run it with James.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Here's James. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 7-7, our score after 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one goes for 30 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Jackson to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, did.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. Up the middle they go. Haywood. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Throwing on second down. Jackson buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. The slot man in motion right. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run on first down. Haywood. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened them up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off play action. George steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
In motion left goes Smith. To throw again on 2nd down. George. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Smith, the man in motion left. On the ground, it's James. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Blue 32.
Hold this. 40's the moment.
Smash, red.
No chance. Out. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On 1st and 10, George. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Rush in. Rush
43 rail. Black shot. Ready.
Throwing again, George. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Set hut. Black 40.
40. You can't hang.
Hut.
Throwing on 1st down, George. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And this is gonna be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over. the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Haywood.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st down, Haywood, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a 1st down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now here's a throw that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Flag blue. Ready, go.
Now a handoff up the middle. James, no gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Green Jack.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. Let's go, let's
Go
go.
ready.
Cooks will come in motion right.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Here we go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. George. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's bring it. Mike 40, Mike 40. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught. Smith. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Williams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
40. Steal. Black.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, hey, hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. George. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Fight. 6. Go.
Back to throw. George. Flushed out right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. George. James has got it. Complete. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Ready. 45. White. Black Ultra.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. George. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan from 19 yards away.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Ravens, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.